What's good, my people? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are about to open your eyes to a very big secret. And that secret is how long does it take for you to become profitable in this forex market? By the way, this is episode what, my guys? Episode what?
Nine.
Nine, good.
Yeah.
Episode 9 of your amazing podcast. And you know, as it used to be, we all share our opinion, not being biased. You say your own mind, while you also say yours in the comment section. So I will start by introducing the people here with me on the screen. My favorite guy by the left hand side is Fellow F, a great man in this West industry. And by my right hand side is our 001, Mr. Secret FS, my very good friend actually. In fact, I don't joke with him. So what do you have to say about this topic, Mr. Secret? How long does it take for someone to become profitable?
Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you, Claire. What's up? Oh, you are great. Wow. Thank you so much, Frank. What I would say this morning about what time can or how long can it take to become profitable? To me, I would say there's not a time because it depends of how the capacity I have to assimilate the knowledge to maybe to do things the right way. Because if you doesn't do things the right way, you never become profitable. Okay, now it depends on because there are people that are very smart and that people that are very smart, but there are people that are less smart. That is why sometimes I even say that people they have a very slow capacity. Like a teacher, what I see, studios, you see a student that the capacity is very low, but there's some that are very smart. That is why I say there's no time. Thank you so much.
All right, that's a good one. Philo F, what do you think about this? Do you have a particular time? Because from what Sipel is saying, he said there's no particular time. So it depends on individual. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
sir?
yeah.
So, Fellow, do you agree with him or you have a personal view about it?
Okay, when it comes to how long it takes to find profitability, I think that's a very complicated question because it all depends on how much effort you put in and how determined you are to get through it, and also about your mentality, the kind of person you are. Yeah, because Mr. Cyprian made a statement about IQ, maybe the way how smart you are. But I think with that, there is still a little challenge because most people who even make it through the trading space are not the smartest.
Yeah.
Yes, they're not the smartest. They are not those who maybe did well in school or in their different professions.
Yeah.
So it actually depends on your relationship with money. That's what I think actually makes your profitability come fast or delays. So there is no specific time, but what I can say is it depends on your relationship with money.
Okay, relationship with money. Let's just go straight to the point because one good thing is our audience, they're expecting a particular time frame. All right, even though we know that what you guys are saying is very correct, okay, but at the same time somebody wants to know on average how long, because anybody who comes into a business, we want to know on a scale of 1 is to 10 or within this time frame or within this range, how long will it take me to become profitable? We should be able to give a framework. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Like, at least say 1 year, 2 years. If you are, say you are very dull, 10 years. If you are this, you understand what I'm saying? So let us produce a useful information that someone watching us now can go and work with. So, Cyprian, I don't know if you have it.
Wow. What I'll say, thank you again, FX. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And what I'll say is that if you are somebody that you are ready to grant and you are ready to make it, and if you are luck to meet a good mentor, because all these things depend on the type of person that you are mentoring you. If you have a good mentor and you are ready to grant, and you are ready to work, and you are a smarter person, you can take from 6 months to a year, because the theory part, that is the theory part, it can take you even 2 weeks, 1 month to the theory part. Now you can now take 6 months to 1 year to apply, because study is not only about theory, study is about practice. Because the practice side take many years than a long time than the theory part. That is why you see somebody that can take 3 months to learn the theory part, they can take 3 years to apply it perfectly. That theory part, that will become profitable. But you have a good mentor that is ready to grant with you, because to be frank, more money, less time. Because as a mentor, more he has money, I have less time. You understand? So have somebody that really wants to grant with you, that person loves you, and that person really wants you to make it, because somebody that is a billionaire, we thought that he will spend his time morning, afternoon, evening with you. It is possible to even be profitable less than 6 months. That is why I usually tell people that if I have children, as a father of men, if my children want to come to the trading space, they will not take up to 1 year to become profitable, because I will give them enough time to if they have the desire, because it's not all of them that will become trader. Those who have the desire, I'll give them enough time to become profitable in a very less time. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, so 1 year.
1 year.
Come to Mr.
6 months,
Silkworth.
1 year, yeah.
With a good mentor, these are factors you put into place.
Yeah.
Good mentor,
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
Before I say my own, I just want to, I'm like a tortoise. Yeah, I want to get what you are saying, and I will now say my own
Yeah.
opinion. I agree to you.
Yeah.
So, fellow, can you specify a particular range of time that someone can be like, okay, yeah, let me try this business, since it is this frame of time for someone who is extremely excellent, for average students, and for a poor student, give them framework. Of course, first is only good for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, Mr. Frank. The sweetest thing about this conversation is the fact that most of us here have actually helped other traders to become profitable. So, from the experience we've had with those people, we can easily give this answer. Personally, my very first person, the first person I ever taught how to trade is my younger brother. Frank, he's also Frank. Yeah. So, Frank actually took less than 3 months to be able to make money from the market. Now, when we talk about consistency, he took about 6 months to find consistency, and that has been replicated multiple times with those I've been helping to become profitable. So I can tell you, if you are serious about it, and this thing is, when we talk about how long, it doesn't really mean that time, because some people will dedicate 2 hours a day on the chart or to study.
Yeah.
Others will dedicate just 30 minutes. So we can't actually compare the two. But for my, let me not call them my students, for those I've been working with, well, those who made it, who became consistently profitable, or those who have become consistently profitable in less than 6 months, usually spend at least 3 hours a day studying, because I get up at 4 o'clock and we have 2 hours together, which means the rest 1 hour they can spend it on their own. And someone like my younger brother, he spends about 5 hours some days just to find profitability, because he was with me at home and I'm always busy with forex stuffs and trading stuffs, and so he too had to find something to do, and that made his time run faster. And now the part that took him more time was the psychological part, because trading psychology is something that you grow into, because the market actually reveals yourself to you, reveals you who you really are. So he took some time. That's what actually made him to take some time to find consistency. But when it comes to profitability, in about 6 months, in about 3 months, he found profitability, because at that point he already understood price action, market structure, and how to get his entries. And the genesis was all about risk management. So he already understood the risk management part of it, which protected him from those massive losses that would have actually extended his learning curve. So I think 3 months to 6 months, depending on how determined you are and how much time you put in per day.
Okay, let's understand this very well. You said 3 months he was profitable, right?
Yeah.
And then it added extra months to become consistent.
Yeah.
So what's been of what now differentiate the consistency aspect and profitability? How do you differentiate? Because I'm thinking that if you are profitable, you must have consistency. I don't know. Am I saying your mind or mine? I'm saying a different thing.
Yeah, there's something I'll say about it.
Okay.
Something that I'll say about it is that, thank you so much for FX.
Okay.
Thank you, Fellow F. What I'll say is that in 2023, I was really profitable from the market, but I was not consistent. And finally, it was in 2025 that I lose some money in the market that made me to give myself to Christ. I usually call this name giving myself to Christ, because I decided, because I knew what to do, but I was stubborn. Because there are many traders out there who know what to do, they are stubborn. Like the Frank that Fellow F is saying, I know him very well. He's a good trader, but he was having problem with discipline and risk management. Because there are many traders out there, they are profitable, but they are not. They doesn't respect risk reward. They don't have a specific what the risk, and they don't have a specific reward, which creates the problem. That was my problem. My problem was that I can take 5 days or even 2 weeks and make money, and take 1 day, because that day the market is bad. I decided to chase the market and find myself losing all the money. People have followed me from my Telegram channel for many years now. I can give, there's not only 1 week that I've passed in negative. I said in my YouTube, in my Telegram channel, 1 week that the trade that I gave becomes out negative. But the problem is that I will get trade for my people, and there's a day that the market is bad. I decided to change the market, and that is where I was a problem from the market. Now,
Consistency
comes with discipline, patience, and has a plan that you respect. That plan you have to be.
Hello, I don't think he answered mine.
Yeah. Okay. Let me. Actually, I'm the one who gave the point. So let me break it down. Yes. Well, to his point, right? To what he is saying is about having a consistent risk tolerance, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when I talk about consistent profitability, it simply means you can be profitable continuously. You understand? So when he started by 3 months, he could make profits from the market. He understood market structure. He understood risk management. He understood what it means to be disciplined, but he wasn't disciplined, which means he will make profits. He will be profitable. Like he can take a month, he make money back to back. No. Then after that, hold on, let me break it. Yeah. After that, he will break all the rules he has. You understand? He will break all the rules he has, and that will affect his P&L.
Okay.
Yes, it will affect his P&L negatively. So now he had to actually learn a little bit about psychology, which now discipline falls under psychology.
Yeah.
As for risk management, he already understood risk management, but now he wasn't consistent with his risk tolerance, stuff like that.
Yeah.
He wasn't consistent with so many things,
Yeah.
but he was profitable because he earned more than he deposited.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is profitability. Now, consistent profitability, it means you can actually take care of yourself off trading. Yes, you can actually do a lot of things. You can make real profits from the market, not just withdrawing more than you deposit, but at least doing more and more and more. And you can say, I am a trader. That's why you say you are consistently profitable.
Oh, I think you are just saying the same thing, fellow.
Yeah, because that was the same what I was making. I was making more than what I was depositing in the market. But the matter was that, because what I've described this trading space, that if you have that capacity to be disciplined the way that as your account is growing, it cannot drop down drastically in a certain way. Because someone that is, just say, take example, is disciplined and is consistent of what he's risking. That person, as his account is growing, it is difficult that he should drop a type of way. But me, I was very profitable. There was still some weeks that I made 100%. But the problem is that there are some times that you see, because something else comes over you decided to change the market, and you find yourself losing even half of the money that you made weekly. That is the problem.
Okay, see, the thing is, I understand what fellow F is saying, but I think he's mixing something up. He said profitability in first 3 months, right? 1, 2, 3. The guy is profitable. Then he needed extra 1 other 3 months to become consistent. Forgetting that profitability comes with that consistency, comes with discipline, controlling emotion. So you will call yourself a profitable trader when you have put all these things
together.
So approximately, the Frank you mentioned became profitable after 6 months, not after 3 months. I don't know if I broke this thing down enough.
For me, I don't actually abide with you. And 100%, I don't abide with you. Because profitability, anybody can be profitable. Like if I click 10 trades, right? Hold on, let me finish my point.
We will play back here.
If I click 10 trades, I make 5 trades. I lose 5 trades. And my P&L tells me, my realized P&L tells me I made more than what I lose. Normally, profit. I made profits. Now I am profitable. Now, when we talk about consistent profitability, like I said, it is when you can actually, like I told you, within 3 months, he studied for 3 months, and after those 3 months, he started making money in the market, more than what he deposited. He withdrew more than what he deposited. Now, there were times when he went red, not because the market was bad, because there are seasons when the market is bad. It doesn't mean your strategy is wrong. The strategy was right, but he went down simply because he broke some rules. You understand? Now
he's not profitable.
He's profitable, but not consistent.
But during that period, he was not profitable.
He was profitable. He was making money more than the way he deposited.
It doesn't matter.
You are saying that there was a moment that he was now on red. If you are red, means that you are not profitable during that moment.
Then until he did something separate, until he now got consistency,
Yeah.
and then he now became profitable.
No, I said he now became consistently profitable.
Yes,
There is
now.
profitability and consistency in profitability.
let me-
When we say something
okay.
is consistent,
Okay.
keep repeating.
What time do we need to somebody to call this person profitable? Because me, I thought it's minimum 6 months. That in 6 months' time, your PNN is growing or your PNN is positive. Because to me, you can take even somebody that is not a trader, he can just come with that beginner law and
get that law.
make first trade, he make profit.
Good.
Second trade, he make
Good.
profit. Third trade, we call that person profitable.
Profitable. Good.
No.
Hold on. That is profitable. But now, at that point, right?
Yeah.
That beginner is profitable.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
Now, what differentiates between a loser, a complete loser, and a profitable trader? Then, because we have three, we have a loser, we have a profitable trader, and we have a consistently profitable trader. Because every trader has losses.
If a gambler can be a profitable, it can be profitable.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Which is very okay. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that gamblers cannot make money in the market.
Yeah.
When you make more than what you deposit, you are profitable. That's
But
profitable.
can you hold it for how long?
That is where consistency comes in.
Yeah.
That is where consistency comes in. So profitability is different from consistent profitability. That's the honest truth. I don't know.
To me, if somebody is not consistent profitability, it's not a profitable trader. Why? Because to me, if somebody is, just take an example, somebody take a trade which is risking $10 and market give him $5, it comes out. He took another trade, he's risking $10, market give $5, comes out. You cannot call himself a profitable trader. But if somebody that is risking $1, I can make $2, means that the guy is making, when he's protecting his account, and he's making at least 1:2, and he can take like that. You can make that for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months.
That point is based on your risk to reward ratio that you're talking about. So there are people who trade on a 1:1 risk to reward.
Yeah.
Yes. So you cannot say if I risk $10, I make $5, I'm not profitable. I make $10. Okay, you talk about $5.
Yeah.
Okay, 1:0.5.
Yeah.
That's like last time we spoke about some people like that.
Yeah.
So when we talk about profitability, right?
Yeah.
The simple truth about profitability is making more than you invest.
Yeah.
That's being profitable. Like these women in the market,
Yeah.
when they invest 10,000 and come back with 15,000, they have made profit.
Yeah.
Now, consistent profitability is being able to do that consistently.
But do you accept the fact that somebody that is, because in trade, it depends how you are making the money. Somebody that is not making the money in a good way, he cannot release the market for 3 months, 6 months. Are you aware with it, or are you accepting?
Okay,
Or you are not, you don't
he
accept it.
cannot resist the market.
cannot resist the market.
Yeah, because he will not be consistent.
Normally, that is not profitable.
No.
This
It's
is
not profitable.
It's taking our time.
Yeah.
It's taking our time.
Yeah.
I'm not just taking time.
No. The thing is,
Anybody like this guy, you share your you share about in the comment
it
section.
is your opinion.
Yeah.
That's what I get.
It is your opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion is, you are saying your own.
Yeah.
Shake me for saying your own. It's his opinion.
Yeah.
So my opinion is my viewers, our viewers.
Yeah.
My frank opinion.
Yeah.
For you to be profitable, you must have done that consistently.
Certainly.
It is the consistency
Yeah.
that makes you a profitable trader. If not, anybody can come and get luck and start shouting on Twitter, I'm profitable. I am
Yeah.
profitable.
Yeah.
We don't want to allow that. We allow a consistent, profitable human being.
Human
I would say you are now a profitable
Yeah.
trader. Okay? So I don't know if you agree with me. I think today
Yeah,
now,
I agree with you, 100%.
like we are now.
100%.
Okay, now to round up my own opinion about the duration, because I also have students, both physical. In fact, as we speak, we are in the academy. The thing is, from experience, some people are very smart, actually, very fast in learning. Some are not actually that fast.
Yeah.
But let me just put it on average. It takes you within 2 to 3 years, you become profitable.
Yeah.
With mentor, it is faster, to be honest.
Yeah.
With a good mentor, like Sepres said, is faster. And without a mentor, you can still do it.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Some of us some persons, they have mentor and they never use whatever the mentor preached.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So without a mentor, you can still survive. But we recommend get yourself a good mentor. And mentor is not by Ferrari, like Sepres said, or by Mercedes-Benz or Range Rover Sport. Mentor is someone who is there for you, who is ready to pay attention to details, listen to your complaints, and come for your rescue when you call. Okay, so that is it. I don't know if you have anything to say one more so that we run.
Surely. All right, guys. So I think as a trader, right, you should focus more on yourself and forget about the outside noise because there is so much noise out here. There are times when you can actually be doing something very correct, but simply because you are exposed or you expose yourself to what's happening out there, you end up abandoning what is right to follow maybe something out there because it looks flashy. So focus on yourself, build the competence, and I believe with time you'll gain what you are looking for in this market. Everybody can be profitable. Yeah. So all you need to do is give in the time that is required. Because if you spend 30 minutes on the chart a day, just say, all right, if normally you need to spend 400 hours to be profitable, know that that 30 minutes you're spending on the charts will actually lengthen your 400 hours. It means you increase in the time. So that is it. That's what I have to say.
For anything,
Yeah, what I have to say is that, guys, as Philip has said, you spend more time in the chat. Me, I'm even saying that from the beginning, learn how to master the chat very well. After mastering the chat, spend more time instead for working your psychology. Because trading, with the moment it comes that is 80% psychology and 20% that is the practice side of it, which means it's not because you have a perfect strategy that you make from the market. Is having a good plan. If you have a good plan and you are disciplined enough, and that is why you can make it because